Good morning, class 9. Today we are moving on to lesson 3, rotation and revolution of the earth. Rotation is the movement of earth on its own axis, whereas revolution is the movement of the earth in an elliptical orbit around the sun. Rotation takes about 24 hours, whereas revolution takes about 365 and 1/4 days. Speed of the earth is different at different places. For example, at the equator, the speed of the earth is 1600 meter per second, whereas at the poles, the speed of the earth is only 0 meter per second. Now, coming to the tilt of the earth axis. The earth is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degree or 66.5 degree. This is the inclination of the earth's axis, the angle which is made to the earth's orbital plane. Orbital plane is the plane around which the earth orbits around the sun. This inclination of the earth's axis is responsible for causing of day and night, seasons, etc. And next we come to rotation. Rotation is the movement of the earth on its own axis from west to east. Next, effects of rotation. The first effect of rotation is east-west movement. Because the earth rotates from west to east, we feel that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. And second one is occurrence of day and night. Since the earth is rotating, we have the occurrence of day and night. We have the occurrence of day and night. And next one is circulation of air and water. In the northern hemisphere, we have the ocean currents and air moving in the right of its course and to the left of its course in the southern hemisphere, and this kind of effect is known as Coriolis effect. So circulation of effect also is a result of rotation of the earth. And next one is circle of illumination. Because of this circle of illumination, half of the earth remains in the light and half of the earth remains in darkness, also known as a traveling boundary between the sunlight. And next we are going to revolution of the earth. Revolution also goes from west to east, and revolution is the movement of the earth around the sun in an elliptical orbit. The speed of the earth around the sun is 107 kilometers per hour. In the revolution, the earth covers an orbit about 965 million kilometers. Total period taken by one revolution is known as 1 year. Next, coming to effects of revolution. It causes years. The total time taken is known as 1 year. It causes change of seasons. While moving from west to east, we get through different seasons, and it causes changes in time over different places on the earth. Now we come to see the effect of tilted axis. This is the earth's axis, which is tilted to an angle of 23.5 degrees. Because of this, we do not have the sun's rays are falling only to a part of northern hemisphere and to a part of southern hemisphere. This part of northern hemisphere is not covered by the sun's rays, and the other part anyway is away from sun's rays. So this is the effect of tilted axis. If it had been a vertical axis, half of the earth would have been having equal day and equal night. Half of the earth will be having equal day and half of the earth will be having equal night. Because of this, we do not have equal days and equal nights, and moreover we have the causing of seasons also. North Pole and South Pole, they will be having 6 months of summer and 6 months of winter. Now let us see what is an equinox and what is a solstice. In the northern hemisphere, on March 21st and September 23rd, the sun rays fall directly on the equator, so it causes half a day and half a night, exactly 12 hours of daylight and 12 hours of night time. So this is called equinox. But on June 21st and December 23rd, on June 21st, the sun rays fall exactly on the Tropic of Cancer. So it causes a lengthier day in the northern hemisphere and on December 22nd, the sun rays fall directly on the Tropic of Capricorn, so it causes a lengthier day in the southern hemisphere. So on June 21st, the length of the day is compared more to the night time, and on December 22nd, in the northern hemisphere, the night time is more than the day. When there is summer solstice, that is June 21st, all the areas, all the places after 66.5 degrees, they are very near to the sun. So these places experience continuous daylight, and all the places which are very far off from the sunlight, these experience continuous night time. When it is December 22nd, since it is a very longer night time, the places which are after 66.5 degree, they experience 6 months of continuous night time. From this picture, we can understand the position of solstices and equinoxes. In this picture, on June 21st, the North Pole is inclined towards the sun, wherein more of the North Pole will be getting the sunlight. So vertical rays of the sun will be falling on the Tropic of Cancer. Therein the North Pole will be getting the longer day than the South Pole. And here, as it comes here on September 23rd and March 21st, we have the equal day and equal night. There is a equinox. And December 22nd, we can see the South Pole is inclined towards the sun. Therein, the southern hemisphere will be having longer day and the northern hemisphere will be having lesser daytime. So this picture clearly shows the equinoxes and solstices. So in this lesson, we have seen rotation, revolution, effects of rotation and revolution, tilted axis, its effects, and solstices, equinoxes. Hope the lesson is understood. Thank you.